This was the summer of 2018. Saakshi, our daughter, had just finished her 10th standard, so she was all over the place. She was having parties, she was going out with friends, buying a lot of things. So every time she would come to me and say, I have to go to dinner at this place, so I need 500 rupees. I have to buy a gift for this friend and I need this much money. And I need to buy this, I need to do this. She was a complete spendthrift. I had begun to worry whether, there is a problem with the upbringing itself. Why is she such a spendthrift? Then I sat down and I thought that something needs to change. I need to change the equation completely. So what I decided was, following month, on the first day of the month, I said to her, you know what, create a budget for the rest of this month and give it to me. And I will give you the money, whatever your budget is. So the budget included things like birthday gifts or parties or any clothes that she had to buy, any local travel, rickshaw, whatever it is. So she made a list and it came to, I think, 3,200 rupees. So we negotiated a bit, not really negotiated. I asked her, why is this amount so and so? What is the explanation for this number? And I just gave her the money. There were some conditions. So the condition was this, that I have given you 3,200 for the month. You have to take care of whatever expenses for that month within that 3,200. Don't come back to me for more money. More importantly, if you manage to spend less than 3,200 and whatever money remains, that is your saving and it will be your bonus. It will be unaccounted for. So what it means is that if the next month you come up with a budget of, let's say, 2,500, I will give you 2,500. I will not deduct the saving from the previous month. That is entirely yours and you can spend it the way you want. So this is the deal we had. And what I saw in a couple of days just amazed me. So we have a loft in our house and there are some cupboards up there. So she planted a ladder in front of that loft and she was up there. I asked her what happened and she said, a friend of mine, it's his birthday tomorrow and I'm looking for a gift for him. I said, what, on the loft? And she said, yes, there are a few books that I had bought some years ago and those are unread, those are nice and clean. So I can gift that book to him and it won't be a problem because those are new books and I'll save some money. This behavior change left me completely astonished. She, from a spendthrift, had suddenly become someone very conscious about where her money was going. And we continued with this process. There are some additional checks and balances that I introduced. On the first of every month, she has to give me her budget for the coming month. Okay, what her spending is going to be. She also is supposed to give me an account of the previous month. For the previous month, let's say if I've given her 2,500 rupees, she has spent 2,300 or 2,400, whatever the amount is, and this is remaining. And where was it spent? She has to give me that. So only then will I release the amount for the following month. Now let's say for this month, she has come up with a budget of 4,500 rupees. Then on the first of the month, we will discuss, I will ask her questions, why is this line item so much? And once I'm convinced, I give away 4,500. If she comes up with the budget for this month and the accounts for the previous month, not on the first but on the second, instead of 4,500, she'll get only 4,400. If she comes to me on the third, then it will be 4,300. In effect, every day that she delays the submission, she gets a penalty of 100 rupees. In the beginning, for a month or two, she did pay penalty. But thereafter, once the process was set, no penalties, nothing. I think over the last 2 years or so, she has saved close to 14,000 rupees. That's her own and I have no control over that money. Now, what is the message that I want to share with you through this story? That message is of empowerment. As a leader, you will have team members, all adults, not 16-year-old like Saakshi, right? So all these team members are professionals. So you have to empower them, give them the space for them to be creative, for them to make decisions and for them to own the system. When you do that, they can do amazing things. But if you treat them like kids, they will always come running to you for things. So it is always very important to empower your people. Of course, you should have the necessary checks and balances. So if there is something exceptional that your team is going to be doing, they should be doing it only with your approval. Or if something goes terribly wrong, then yes, there will be consequences. But otherwise, in most cases, empowering your team members definitely works. Today, I don't have to worry about where Saakshi spends her money or how she spends her money, because I know the framework is such that she is completely empowered and she is going to be behaving very reasonably and she is going to be rewarded for good behavior. Can you also create such a situation at your workplace as a leader? Let me know. I'm Sudhi Haribhat. I'm a leadership coach. I conduct free webinars on leadership skills for working professionals. Do join my webinar. The registration link is given below and I'll see you there. Cheers.